lunch, and we were actually discussing that in the next years, probably, which all topics we'll actually not have in that session, right? And where ChatGPT will actually take over. So we were actually debating, saying that data mesh versus data fabric. That was the topic, I think, so far trending probably the highest. So you ask ChatGPT that what is the difference, it will give a fantastic answer. And if you are a little unattentive, you can ask, can you give me a little more details? It will say, yes, I can give you a little more details. But in this session, what it will happen is that my quota is only 30 minutes. After that, if you ask any questions and all, I say, please get to the booth and etc. and all that. So ChatGPT is much more efficient compared to me to talk about any of this topic going forward. So what we are going to do in this session is that one thing is assured, that I will not bore you. Okay, I am not going to teach you what is data engineering. I am not going to give you any funda whatsoever with respect to various technologies that we have heard. But what we can do, a very quick summary probably from yesterday. Wow, what a wonderful learning opportunity we have got. To start with, I think the keynote address was given that a complete story fabric, if I can call it, a new term I just coined 1 minute ago. So that story fabric actually told us that what are things you can actually expect. And going forward, we have expected a couple of things and we have got probably more than that. But for me, the most learning opportunity, as in my introduction, it was told that I am a sports enthusiast. Last time in Cypher, I was sitting somewhere there, I was listening to Kapil Dev. And that show was probably, AIM can actually, confirm that, the blockbuster ever that we have had. And in this room, I think probably 2.5 to 3x capacity was there, and he was roaming all around. Just to tell you, he didn't have any PPT whatsoever. So without that, he was actually making so much of connect, and that inspires us as a corporate people that we generally go without PPT what we are going to do, right? And these people actually talk from experience. So that's the theme, that's the inspiration. So in this session, what we are going to do is that we have done certain work. We have made sure that we are not talking from any theory. We have got certain experience, we are going to share that experience with you. And on a Friday afternoon, that's probably the best offer I can give because everybody is on the verge of closing the week, wanted to have a good time in the week. Before that, how many of you are soccer fans or football fans? Okay. Then my job is a little easy because I'm going to draw the entire data engineering concepts or whatever we are going to start the context, taking the clue from soccer. Okay. Now the next question is, how many of you are Barcelona fans? Okay, very less. Okay, good. Once a Barcelona fan is very difficult to change, even though Messi moved to PSG or whatever it is. So that's the thing. So the first we are going to see one video, and from there my only few clue would be that look at certain things with observation and post the video we are going to discuss in the context of data engineering. Especially I would say at somewhere the 16th or 17th pass they will play. During that time you observe a little more and we'll take the clue from there. Video please. few things right? Right? Not few things, many things right. Number one, skill. Number two, control. Number three, accuracy. Number four, if it is a failover, in the 12th pass, they actually give it to the opponent. But when it came back, they again took the control. Right? So all these 38 passes, whatever they have played, or 37 passes, that's all about data engineering. And whatever Suarez did in the finishing, that's the data scientist. Okay? So by looking at the last part of the video, you might be thinking, oh my god, that's the hero. But here actually entire team of data engineering actually making sure that the sync up is correct, your coordination is correct. The most important thing is that they have made the opponent just frustrated by their whole team, right? And in between, if you look at some of the strategies they played, is that when they did that first attack, okay, so we'll do the soccer discussion. Don't think I'm not come back to data engineering, I'll come back. So what they did is that when they were going very close to that, attacking, they were not actually getting that, open things. So they took that again back. What is the context in the data engineering is that many times what will happen is that you will have long-running jobs, you have certain things, etc. and all that. Then you have to make sure that till that it gets smooth in the forward, you should actually operate in the backward itself, right? Now taking all over that, so let's get into that topic. So hope you like that analogy, and with that analogy, what we are going to do. So today's topic, finally, what I'm going to talk. It's already 8 or 9 minutes. So what I'm going to talk is that the metrics, right? You being a data engineer, I think somebody was, some of the faces I looked at outside is, not so smiley. Don't get, frustrated about it. I will give you some of the things you will go with the absolute smile, because those metrics will actually help you to tell your bosses that whatever job you are doing absolutely fine. Okay? So, this one we have checked. Yeah. Okay, so this is the work I do, right, with various customers whenever some new POC to be done and make customer happy. That's my job. Okay. So what we have done, this is the new POV or point of view we are actually coming up with. In fact, my next patent is a very similar topic, much more depth, obviously. So industrialization of analytics, what we call it data operationalization, is a 3 component, right? DataOps, MLOps, and AIOps. Let me give you a very quick gist about all that. I will not go to the last level of data catalog and all that. And my job is to, in this whole conversation, not to use some of the words. I was actually counting few frequencies have reached, I think, 150, 160. One of them is data catalog, right? Everybody from yesterday was getting used. So DataOps and MLOps, what it does, very simplistically putting, before the production, these 2 component works. Post-production, AIOps works. Right? Now DataOps, what it does, going back to the soccer game, we have thought what the 37 passes, whatever they played is DataOps. Now coming to that last part, when you do that productionization of your model, productionization of your analytics and etc. and all that. So we have used some of the latest technology and came up with the new solutions. It's a combination of ROCD, Grafana, and some of those technologies for Prometheus and all of that. So what we do is that, let's say Prasenjit has written one code or one model, that accuracy is 93.35%. Obviously Prasenjit is not that smart, so accuracy is a little low. Now, Prasenjit's boss, obviously you will be smarter than him, so he has written another model which is, let's say, 95%. Now the question is that who will actually see that whose model is actually better accurate? Now, automatically progress that model into production without touching anything. Right? It is an absolutely touchless production deployment. Now once it is there, right, in production and all that, you are getting a lot of incidents. Now I will take the advantage of AIOps. Okay? And this is the funny part we do all the technologies. We just confuse people like nomenclature. Now, by this time you have got some pattern, right? And our brain works like try to find out that pattern. So DataOps means you are doing operations, data together, combined and all of that. MLOps means you are doing, machine learning and ops together. With this thought process, if you try to map the AIOps, that means AI and ops together, it is not. we have done is that we created a very simplistic one. You get hundreds of incidents and all that, 30% incidents don't touch. No human touch. Just get to the AIML engine. What you do, very simple algorithm we have put. Go to the description of the incident, put the NLP on it, get to the name-based algorithm, find out the confidence score. If confidence score is coming pretty high, that means it is a machine. If it is coming between 60 to 95, it is human plus machine. If it is below 60%, go stand up and say that, Mr. Human, you please take over, I will not do it. It is as simple as that. So that's the DataOps we have done. Now coming to this, but today's topic, I just mentioned that it's a big picture of 3 components. Out of that, DataOps is our boundary, we are going to talk on that. So data catalog, data lineage and data quality, as I said, everything is done, but I will try to tell a little better story with data catalog, data lineage and data quality. I will give you 3 classic examples where it is used at the best. Okay? Netflix, data as a product, right? At the end of the day, what they are actually serving is data, right? Netflix has 300 million users. If you consider for a moment, they have actually 300 million products. Because it is contextualizing to your persona, it is contextualizing to so many different components, and then it is producing that content and giving it to you. In fact, the model on which it is running is called MetaCat. So recently, or little past, they have actually done this open source. Now using the same model, you can actually get to do that cataloging of multiple services, so on and so forth. Now this is the highest level of data cataloging. Why? Because it is not able to crawl the data and get a huge dump and my cataloging is done. Until and unless you will be able to search properly and make sense out of it, it is of no sense, right? So 3 important things are happening here: granularity, speed and relevance. So this is the core component through data catalog we try to manage. Moving on, vitality. So what this company does is that they are changing the whole business model upside down. So far in insurance, always you have looked at that it is a risk-based model, right? You go for the policy underwriting and then go for claim system. Between that, you make sure that you are not losing money, whatever it is, right? So they come up with a new model. We will pay you if your wellness is better. That means if you keep yourself fit, we'll actually give you back. We'll give you a significant discount not to have that policy. Okay? So during this time, what is going to happen, already you know that in policy, claims and all of that in insurance domain, there is a significant problem with respect to whether you identify the right kind of a claim, so on and so forth. A lot of AI is trying to do that. But in this case, data accuracy and data trust, if it is not maintained, you are actually doomed for a failure. Your whole company can actually go for a bankruptcy. Because people will start claiming whatever they want and finally will not be able to justify. Moving forward, United Healthcare. So this is pretty simple. Data profiling, data quality, all of these things are absolutely important because it's a typical insurance industry. So taking this clue further, now coming to the topic is what we are trying to do. So simplistically putting, we have actually divided into as simple as that. Okay, in the meantime, little offbeat. How many of you know GI index? GFI index, gun fog index. Have you heard about it? Okay, what it does is that in United States, whenever you are writing a book, during that time it will actually check that you have written that book for this standard, whether it matches the acceptability from the students in that level or not. That means there is an index like 6, that means the 6 standards equivalent student. So the same concept has been used, and world's top orators, rather speakers or presenters, whichever you call, in that Bill Gates actually scored 12. Do you know who has scored so far the lowest? That is the best. Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs' iCloud presentation has scored actually 6. And if you go back and look at that whole presentations, a 6 standard student actually can get it what is actually trying to explain. So taking that inspiration, what we try to do is that we try to make it as simple as possible. So in this, we already have in all of these areas, if you can quickly see that we have 8 areas under input, storage, process and output. And we are going to see data source, data ingestion under input, storage, we are going to see data staging, data ODS, data lake, data warehouse, and then data processing, data modeling, we have put it purposefully together because of the metrics are very relevant. And then finally, in terms of output, here we are trying to change a little bit. Instead of data quality, we are talking about insight quality that we are getting. Now, taking this, so what I'm going to do is that, like any organizations, right? Metrics means, I am sitting on a gold mine. Frankly speaking, we have 100 plus metrics. And if I start explaining, I think that, stand-up comedy will come while I'm discussing that metrics. So I'll not go into that part. What I'm going to discuss is that each category, one metric, will give you a glimpse, and from that, whatever clue you can get, and get back to that and start, doing further detailing about this. Okay, the first one. So input, data storage, as you know, this is a very important metric. Many a times we try to figure it out, many data sources are coming, I have done something and all that, immediately go and celebrate with a big party, oh my God, I have created a pipeline over. The next day morning, one new data source came. Then you are called, you are sleeping somewhere in the morning saying that, by the way, one more data source came, please come and, figure it out. Another week gone, right? So one new data source, onboarding, and new data type as well, right? It could be any combination. I tried to pick some of the metrics where the less, controversies are there to be very frank, and so that you can get it straight, right? So that's the way I have tried to arrange. Data ingestion, average time that you are taking, right, to ingest by subject area. You want to do it for finance data, you want to do supply chain data. These are a couple of subject areas. You are going to take that data. So these are two metrics, but at the end in the summary, I will actually show you that it's not that just one metrics you are talking about. It is more than 100. Okay, storage. So as you all know, data formats, today's world, unstructured, structured, all of that stuff. Okay, I try to avoid all those words not to use, but it is by something I have to explain, so that's what I'm using. Next one, I think somebody in one of the keynote address tried to talk about it. This is extremely important. Is that the cost you incur, right, to create an insight, the cost you incur to do the data processing is absolutely important, because at the end of the day, you earn 100 rupees and finally 220 rupees gone. So business will not approve the next budget. One time you will do the mistake, next time you will not do the mistake. Yeah. So with that, storage done, then process, right? Data processing. So this is very interesting, right? All time we are talking about data pipeline creation and etc. What about the failures, right? How quickly you can actually figure it out that data failures can be taken care. Long running jobs. I think many of the conversations we have talked about. The moment you will go for this kind of work, obviously long running jobs will be there. Nothing to get again tensed about it. Long running jobs will be there. Our job is to make sure that it gets efficient, mileage over. Data loading, data transfer volume, average time to create data set, right? Like that, going back to the same, right? All times focus on Suarez only because he scored the goal. But fact of the matter is that the data set creation for doing the ML is more important, according to me, because without the data you can't do it. Right? Okay, so output. Data analytics, I think usage metrics, absolutely important, because the more the usage, the better the case. We all know that. But how will you track that? Right? Data pipeline usage as well. Insight quality. This is probably one of the best for me. Time to identify data transformation error. Right? We all see that the best case scenario, how quickly you can actually figure it out, where the error lies. I'll give you a quick use case. In one of the organizations for high tech, they are in the virtualization space. What we have done, we have put a certain sensor and made sure that one of the file ETL is coming, and that ETL is going to create a pause, and it is going to create a ruckus, and followed by 3 P1s and 1 or 2 directors' job is in stay. So this is the scenario. How will you save that, right? So in that case, what we have done is that we have just used, I use little bit of technology and little complexity also, so that you get to know that I am not actually stand-up comedian, I am a technologist at the end of the day. So what we have done is that we have used time series, so through which it is a survey kind of a scenario. So where it is happening is that very simplistically putting, right, from yesterday to today, the total survey attendance cannot be negative. Either it can be zero, nobody has given any more survey, or somebody has given the survey. Now ETL is so intelligent and so efficient data engineer actually work, that ETL is actually giving the data, it is showing the negative trend. So that means 200% you should be confident that ETL is wrong. Now what we have done is that the moment we looked at the data saying that it is showing negative, through the time series you can actually figure it out and immediately stop that. Okay? Now here I have a soft corner for Japan, so I will come to that topic now. So what I want to know, what is DataOps? So DataOps is a combination of two Japanese concepts. I used to work for Toyota Production Systems and we brought it into the software and got at one point of time the best of innovation award in Infosys from none other than Narendra. So in that what we are trying to do, some of these concept and then Jidoka, then Pokayoke, okay, don't think these are bad words. Okay? So this is Japanese word but it has a proper meaning and all that. Okay? So it's a combination of two things, Jidoka and Pokayoke. Jidoka is what in English meaning is that automation. So it is a combination of two words again, automation and autonomy. So what it does is that it is in the context of data pipeline is that if anything is getting wrong, if you can arrest that prior and try to figure it out and stop that, the ETL example, going back to that if you can stop that ETL, you have actually done a fantastic job as a data engineer. Because you have, as I given that, 3 P1s you have stopped, subsequently a lot of ruckers you have actually stopped. The second one is the Pokayoke. So what does that mean is that it's a defect prevention. Try to make sure that you create your own standard, that at any point of time, as a data engineer, I will make sure that your data availability at the right time, right volume and all of that. Right? Absolutely zero error. Going back to the Japanese story again, sometimes somebody gave an order of certain products and all that. So Japanese quality person actually sent one note to that customer saying that here are your actual product and here are the 6 defected items. Because you have actually asked for 6 per million. So these are the defected items you have sent in, otherwise you will not believe us, right? So that's the standard we're talking about. Finally, data consumption. This is in every context. I have actually written in one white paper earlier, I think 7-8 years ago. In a UAT context, just I'm giving that correlation and then coming back to that. In a UAT context, when you go for a UAT, so there also user profiling is absolutely important. Because every user comes with a certain mindset to test your systems. Until and unless you know that user profiling, it is very difficult to actually explain that feature or user story, whatever we are talking about. Similar to that, in this case, data consumption, the most important part is that your executive is using in a certain way, your analyst is using in a certain way, your engineers are using in a certain way, and the best of the best, data scientist is using in a certain way. So all of them are different profiles. So their mindset understanding is very important from a data engineer. Then only you can actually design and develop a certain solutions best for them. Now coming together, summary. Okay, by the way, I'm doing excellent. 5 more minutes to go. Okay, this is just glimpse of it, what we have in store as part of our experience. Right? So these are the 8 areas. This is just area. Right? Some confidentiality has to be there, right? Otherwise next time we will not call us. Right? So each area we have minimum 3 to 4 metrics. So put together you can do a quick math. 8 into 4 into 3. Close to 100. Right? To be precise, 96. Okay? So, and along with that, DevOps, support, security, compliance, I don't want to get into any of those stuff because you are not enough. The only thing I would end on this topic is that don't think DataOps is a DevOps for data. It is much more than that. Okay? So that concept is absolutely important. Now, from where we started, we'll end there. Where we started is industrialization of analytics, is a DataOps, MLOps, AIOps. And this is the output I am just showing, that we have created end-to-end pipeline for this whole path. And in the introduction, they were saying I am a full stack. If I am not able to produce some slide like this, then I am not doing my justice to my job, right? DataOps, what we do in terms of CloudWatch predominantly we use, but you can go for a Splunk, you can go for RDB, you can go for various things. Now your question would be why so many things? How can we not get? I was actually looking for an analogy. If you are going for a treatment, okay, can you get your health report in terms of blood report, X-ray report, MRI report, everything from the one person or one place? May not be it. This is the same example. So Splunk is doing certain things, activity is doing certain things, it will continue to be like that. And if they do everything, then as a data engineer, your job is gone. Right? You have to take from 4 or 5 areas and that complexity you have to solve it. Correct? Second one is that MLOps. So this is just a picture we are showing. What we do is that on a runtime, on a screen, you will be able to see that you have introduced your new model. It will come and it will do the load sharing. And slowly what it does is that your green color, whatever you are seeing, that is the previous model running. And then you introduce the new model which is in blue color. So slowly over a period of time you will check in the real-time traffic that whether it is creating any nonsense or not in the production. And based on that certain threshold, it will actually take over. After 3 attempts, the new model will get into the production, the old model will get into the archive. It is absolutely touchless. The last one is that, as I was telling, so we have built that custom solutions. Why custom solutions is that we feel that context is very important. You are getting into an engagement, your UAT data, your defect data when it is a development phase, it is absolutely goldmine for me as an AIOps engineer. Why? Because that data will give me significant learning. From the day one itself, I will be able to resolve certain incidents absolutely automatically. Again, zero touch. So on this note, DataOps, MLOps, AIOps together, our future is absolutely bright. So with this note, let me take a pause and get some questions. Thank you.